There is a legend of 4 sets of armor that allow these to have total mastery and complete power of the elements they control. Earth, the element of strength, of never giving in. Fire, the element of carnage, destruction, and never stopping. Water, the element of peace. And air, the element of flexibility. They were locked away in temples, their creators fearful of what they made, and they were never to be seen again until today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rook, and welcome to Elemental Power, a mod that lets you harness the elements into fantastic pieces of equipment, which all give very unique effects, as well as adding 3 new weapons, which is pretty great. They're pretty unique. I like them a lot. Now, before we get into the elemental pieces and all their lovely, lovely effects, we gotta learn about ourselves the new weapons. So, firstly is the hammer. And hammers, you get 5 diamonds, 2 sticks, and wabam, you get a hammer, which does 9 damage on base. That's pretty busted. I like that. I think that's about as much as another red sword, actually. Next up, we have the dagger, which is a single stick and a diamond. And that on base does 5 damage. And also, I think it swings faster. It does. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. And finally, we got ourselves the axe, the war axe, which takes 4 diamonds and 3 sticks. And that on it does 8 damage, which I think is the same as... No, it does 1 less damage than the hammer, which doesn't make sense to me, but hey, whatever. And shabam is nice. Alright, now we got the basic stuff out of the way, we can get to the fun things. So, what elements do we have? What is an element? We got the classic Avatar elements. We got earth, air, water, and fire, and 2 special sets for later. Now, the first is earth. Earth is a very, very strong set and is built around giving you extra bonuses to health as well as damage, and is the strongest of the sets on base. And to make this lovely piece of equipment, as well as all of these, you're going to need a diamond piece of equipment that matches the axe, the hammer, the dagger, and the sword, and you're going to have to surround it with netherite scrap. And once you do that, you will get yourself a fancy earthen weapon. And they are really strong. 10 damage base, 11, 12 damage, 8 damage base. That's pretty good. Now, what else? You may notice the shift button here. Now, when you right-click on this, it gives you strength 3 for 5 whole minutes, and it does not take durability, meaning you can spam this. It's fantastic. And the armor, oh baby, the armor is made the exact same way with netherite scrap surrounding a diamond piece of equipment. And the earth armor, bada bam bada boom, it gives you absorption 3, resistance 3. It gives night vision with the helmet. Specifically, the helmet gives night vision. The chestplate gives absorption and resistance, and the 2 other pieces of equipment don't do anything. But they give absorption, resistance, night vision, meaning you are very difficult to kill. And to prove that point, it's just come on. Yeah. If you want the strongest set, get Earth, because it is like physically impossible to die. Oh, it's good. It is very good. Now all the weapons give the exact same effect on right click of just giving you strength. However, there is something very interesting with this armor set and something I want to show off. And that is the idea of a sneak attack. You see, since this armor blends in pretty darn well with a dirt. I swear this blends in well at nighttime, okay? So we're going to activate the night filter. We're going to destroy you. Oh no. And since you have night vision, you can obviously see, but with the potion of invisibility, in the middle of the night, Tell me you're gonna notice. Honestly, tell me you're gonna notice. I don't think you will. Okay. And let me actually take off the helmet here so I can give a more accurate description of what this looks like. So, I also got rid of the invisibility. I'm an idiot. Okay. More accurately, it's going to look like this. This is... If you were just walking around, you wouldn't notice this. It's perfect for a sneak attack. It's fantastic. And with the night vision, you can see and they don't. Which is pretty great. So you should... Anti-British weather switch. Thank you very much. All right, we're good. Oh, well, bam. So, Earth is for when you do not want to die and when you want all the health on the planet. And also when you want a sneak attack. When you don't want to do a spooky. I should have put more milk buckets in here. I know I built that for a reason. Very good. All right. Next up is... yeah, that's for a second later. Next up is the air armor set, which takes phantom membranes to make and is the same crafting recipe as the earthen armor. Just put a diamond piece of equipment in the middle and, membranes around it, and you get yourself an air set. Now, the air set is, well, it gives you slow falling and jump boost. Now, with slow falling and jump boost, as well as the speed 3 all the weapons give you, you can do some funny things. You can do what I like to call the carpet bomb extravaganza, and allow me show off what the carpet bomb extravaganza is. Oh god, I'm not good at aiming. No. I knew I was bad, but I didn't know I was this bad. Oh god. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that in sunlight. That was pretty stupid of me. But it also allows you to get up on ledges quicker and allows you to have the high ground, which, if you know anything about combat, you know is very, very important. Whee! Oh, this is also just really fun to use if you just want to get around. Actually, if you just have the air sword equipped, you can just buzz around pretty damn fast. Oh god, that's fun. Air combos. Bum, 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 bum. Put the rocket launcher back, shall we? Where's my milk? There it is. God, okay, yeah, so we don't have to do that in this FOV for the entire time. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Next up, we have ourselves... water. 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 Bum, bum. Now, water takes scoots, which you can get from turtles, if I recall. You either just, kill them, or they just produce them naturally. I don't remember. I don't farm turtles. I forgot turtles existed, to be honest. So that's fine. But anyway, now the chestplate gives conduit power, which gives you underwater night vision, as well as haste underwater. And let me just show that off. Look, I can see slightly... Am I an idiot? I thought that's what haste did. I'm sorry, I thought that's what conduit power did. Okay, I know it makes you move slightly faster, and it gives you haste. Yeah, look at that. God, haste 3 underwater is deadly. It gives you water breathing. Even without the helmet, conduit would give you high-powered water breathing. And the helmet just gives you water breathing 3 for 5 minutes. And it refreshes automatically, obviously. Yeah. I think conduit also increases damage underwater. I think? I don't know. What's a conduit? I don't know. I should have brought my trident. Now, something very interesting is this. The weaponry here gives you Dolphin's Grace, which does make you move faster in the water. So if I just jump in here. Now, we're going to do a quick test. This is without the effect active. This is with the effect active. That's pretty fast. But you want to know what you can do even faster? Get a trident with Riptide 3 and just... Whee! I don't know if this makes Riptide faster. I think it does. It'd be pretty stupid if it didn't. Woo! Oh, I nearly just killed myself. Oh, whoops. Now, this becomes really fun because Dolphin's Grace works in rain. So, you can normally fry Riptide in the rain, but this makes you exponentially faster and is also a lot harder to find you or keep track of you in the air. So if you want to get around very quickly, this is a very good way to do it. Because I'm pretty sure Dolphin's Grace does give you extra movement speed in the air. Not as much as the water, but yeah, I think it does. Whee! Whee! Oh god, I love that thing. Alright. But yeah, water gives you, water powers. No fucking duh. That's pretty obvious. Hold on, I gotta activate the anti-British defense system. There we go. Alright. Bada bam, bada boom, bada pop. Put you in there. Rip Fork 2.0, you can go in there. Alright. Yeah, that makes you exponentially faster in water, allows you to breathe underwater forever, because it doesn't take durability, if I recall. It does not to have those effects on you. So you can breathe underwater for, God, water breathing for you. That's a good minute. You could definitely go for a good while, which is fantastic. Because if you want to, I don't know, sneak up on somebody underwater and, have time and listen in on their plans, you could do that. I swear I'm not selling to the US military. I promise. Anyway, last but not least, we have the fire armor, which is, of course, taking blaze powder to create. Surround diamond and blaze powder. Bada bam, bada boom, you get fire armor, which is fantastic. And I think this one actually makes a sound when you put it on. Yeah, it makes the crackling fire sound. Now, the chestplate gives fire resistance 3, and the rest of the equipment does not give any special abilities. The fire sword sets enemies on fire with each hit, and so does every other weapon. I'm an idiot. Hold on. This is not a good demonstration. Okay, there we go. There you go, see? And if you get set on fire, you don't take damage. It's pretty great. Now, the best use of this set I've found is to be surrounded and then do this. Yeah. Now, in a PvP scenario, that is the most terrifying thing I think you can do. Because what are they going to do? Run at you? Likely story, If they shoot you, put up a shield, just, it's really, really powerful. Because, let's think about it. A bunch of players coming after me. Oh no, I'm surrounded and I don't have any good pieces of equipment. Whatever will I do? What now, idiots? Yeah. And you can, of course, finish them off with your sword. And just continue. Even if they manage to get out of the lava, they're not getting out of range of the sword. Oh, God, this thing is so stupid. I love it to death. But yeah, no. Using fire in tandem with lava buckets as well as flint and steel to ward off any attackers is the best strategy on the planet because, what you gonna do now? Huh? What you gonna do now? Yeah. Idiot. Dummy. I need to stop setting my set on fire. Okay. Do I have enough fire resistance to survive this? I do. Okay, I'm good. It also lasts for 5 minutes, which is insane in all honesty, but hey, whatever. I'm not drinking that. Oh, it also gets rid of fire on you quicker, I think. If I recall. What the fuck? Oh, what is that? What is... Oh, that's a phantom. Come here. It's also good for dealing with flying enemies because you deal damage over time. Come here. Ah. Use that for an air set later, baby. They are angry. Anyway. Now, these elemental sets are good. They're great even. However, 1, they don't give any set bonuses, so I don't care. And 2, Can you please? Okay, hold on. There you go. Bug off. Anyway, since they don't give me set bonuses and they can all be equipped individually, I have gone through the liberty of making some fantastic designs, as you may. You know, some that'll. Oh my god! What the? Where did you come from? Jesus. Go now. Okay. Now, have you ever wanted to be completely invulnerable while carpet bombing someone, and also being able to see in the dark? Well, have I got the set for you? Night vision, absorption resistance, jump, and slow falling. They cannot kill you. You are invincible, and you also get the luxury of being able to jump on top of them like Mario. I like to call this set the Rock Slide, and I think that's a fantastic name for it. And I hate you so much. Where's the anti-British switch? There it is. Okay. Fantastic. Now, that's a pretty good set just for general use if you in a combat situation. But let's say you want something, oh, I don't know, something a bit more environmental. Something, you know, like you don't want to drown, you don't want to get set on fire. You know, for that, I have fucking milk. And the Elemental Ward, which allows you water breathing, fire resistance, slow falling, and jump, because no other pants or boots have any form of ability aside from air. You could switch those out if you want. I could definitely understand why you wouldn't want that in the middle of the ocean. It might cause some problems. I don't know what problems, but it caused some problems, I'm sure. But this is good if you're just jumping in a lot of very random situations. Like, you're expecting to fight some psychopath who lights himself on fire with a bucket of lava at his feet, you know? You know. I mean, who would do that? Who would intentionally do that to themselves, right? Not me. Not me. I swear. But, you know, that's a good all-arounder set. Call that the Elemental Ward. Ward. I am Dracula. God, I love that last for 5 extra minutes because it's just... Oh, that's stupid. I love that. God. But yeah, no. This is a very simple mod. It adds a buttload of new equipment and new ways to play. You can mix and match. You can have some fun. And the best part of all this is you get to, well, you get to rip off avatars, what you get to do, which is pretty great. Fire, water, air, earth. I think we know where the inspiration came from. Anyway. Yeah, no. This mod is not very flashy. It's clearly very, you know, not modeled with much, they're on a budget, okay? This mod is definitely on a budget. But is a very fun mod. I think the Earth set is completely broken and should be, I mean, it's netherite scrap, so I guess that's fine. But man, that is, oh god, that's busted. It's far better than netherite, which I guess makes sense. You need 1 netherite scrap for, or no, it's a netherite ingot for, am I an idiot? Do I not know how netherite works? No. It's the mod that's wrong. That's fine. It's the mod that's stupid, not me. But yeah, no, this is a very fun mod. I recommend you grab it if you just want some light, very, very light customization in the armor department, and you want some special ways to make sure you never drown, get set on fire, or, you know, die from fall damage ever again. This would actually be very good for a modded hardcore world, because if you get the Phantom Membranes, you could basically negate fall damage, as well as, you know, fire and everything else. Yeah. Very simple mod, very fun mod. I'd recommend it. And I'm legally required to say that you should not, under any circumstances, light yourself on fire in the middle of town square and burn all those bastards alive. You shouldn't do that. This is not legal advice. Don't do that. It'd be really funny, but don't do that. I don't know how to end this video. Bye-bye. I'm professional. I am a professional. Professional, baby. Oh. What? 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 Yeah, and all that outtakes to this video. Subscribe. Yeah. Editing person, you know what to do. You know what's up. You know what's up. You do it. Do it. Do it, you coward. All right.